What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another episode of MUT Market Watch, our series each and every Sunday afternoon where we go over everything that's going on in Madden 20 Ultimate Team as it pertains to the market, investment ideas, and things that you can do to get cheap training. So for this episode, we are going to focus a lot on training and planning for the Ultimate Kickoff promo, as well as kind of taking a look at some ideas for Team of the Week investments, because week one of the NFL is going on right now, and we're starting to see some really good performances like Deshaun Jackson, Lamar Jackson, all the Jacksons, I guess. So we're going to take a look at some things there. A change to the Team of the Week program was tweeted out by Jake Stein today, so we're going to go over that. Let's jump right on over to our training point spreadsheet. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I finally did update it. It's been a full week, and I apologize for not updating it, but here it is. Now, of course, if you want this, you can go down below into the comments section. There is a pinned comment that should be right at the top that will give you the link to this spreadsheet, and as long as you bookmark it every time you go back to it, as long as I update it, you'll see those updates. You don't have to see a new link or anything. It will always stay the same. So training is actually still pretty cheap even this Sunday afternoon. Looking at the spreadsheet once again, and I think I'm going to remove it from the spreadsheet very soon. I did not update 74 through 79. At this point in the year, golds are not going to be a cheap option for training. The only thing you should really be doing with golds is either hoarding them to save them for maybe future sets, or just quick selling them to take the training. I mean, if you want to sell them, you can, but it's really tedious. I just take the training. One question that I got during the weekend streams was, what do you do with all your Twitch Prime packs, you know, the cards that you get from them? I just quick sell them all. I take the training right away. I don't even think twice about it. But there are a couple golds like Lamar Jackson that you might want to hang on to because those are going up in price. We'll take a look at that when we hit the auction house. But if you look at the spreadsheet, if you're unfamiliar with it, the average cost is the value that I say you should kind of look for. It's not going to be the best rate, but I always say that you want to shoot for something under that number that I have on there. So looking at it right now, 87s are actually the cheapest option to go. 39.25 coins per training point if you can get them at about 73k. So I'm loading up my auction house on my console here, and I'm going to show you that I actually bought a couple of these and tell you why, because I'm training, or I'm building up some training for Ultimate Kickoff promo. So some other good options here, 83s, you can get those at about 22k. I think you can find those slightly cheaper as well if you're patient enough. The one sort or search that I use the most is running backs. So 83 overall running backs. I think it's like Kareem Hunt. I'm drawing a blank right now. Kareem Hunt, Chubb maybe. 83 running backs basically is always pretty good. So you can get that for 22k. Sometimes you can find them for under there. 84 is really good buy. 84s are really commonly 30k or under right now. So if you just sort 84, go position by position, you're probably going to get lucky and find some for like 28, 29k. So if we kind of on the fly update the spreadsheet at 28k, that's 40 coins per training point even. We'll leave it at 30 because that's the most common value, but definitely shoot for under 30. It goes slightly back up with 85s, but still 42k for 85s is a great buy. 86s, 59.5k. You can find them slightly cheaper than that. Still, once again, another good value. But 87s, I've found one for 69,750 coins. 73 seems to be really common, especially with like legend cards, heavyweights, flashbacks, those really common ones. So that's going to be your best buy. Now I want to show you first some completed auctions that I have here. As we go over to console, you can see that I got a Gerald McCoy for 69k. We got a Marcus Allen for 75k. That was before I really started searching around. And then we also got a Joey Bosa for 73.5k. So we're sitting on right now about 6,718 training. Again, I will tell you why I'm hoarding a little bit of training, but let's go through the auction house, and I'm going to do some of the searches that I just told you about on those 87s and see if maybe we can find another one in the high 60s, maybe even mid 60s. So really with 86 and above, you can just go to the quality, pick 86, 87, same for 88 and 89, and just go offense, defense. And the reason that we do that is because if we sort by newest, we're probably going to see right around 59. Now, when we see 57, you might want to do a little bit more sorting and maybe go by position. But for right now, I'm just going to do all offense. We're going to look for the first 87 that we see. I believe most of the good ones I was seeing were on defense, but it doesn't hurt to check here. So we got 75 and 76K. So let's go on over to defense. And for defense, there's guys like Strahan out there. Like I said, Bosa with the heavyweights. There were quite a few of those up there. Where is it? Come on, we're looking for it. 86 is still 80. There's an 87 for 73K. Let me just for laughs here sort by left end and right end and see if something a little bit cheaper comes up with a more detailed sort. So there's still the same card. I think Bosa was a right end. There were quite a few Bosas up there earlier for 75K and under. No, Bosa's not. He's a left end. So nothing there as far as video purposes go, but 73K and under, super duper good deal right there. So if you were unaware, I'm going to look one more time here, see if I can catch one more. 78. So somebody bought the one that I already mentioned. And there's a Bosa, but he's going up in price as well. So you might have to act fast. I don't know. I mean, it could just be unlucky at this point. But if you guys were unaware, Ultimate Kickoff is definitely coming this week. It was supposed to be out Friday, but with the hurricane, it delayed content. And we're going to get it this week. What day? I don't know. I would not be surprised if it's tomorrow. I'm not saying that it will be. I just wouldn't be surprised. I guess if it was tomorrow, it would probably be like an afternoon release. It's going to get a little tricky because I think Tuesday would probably be Team of the Week content, and it would be probably a lot of work for them to get a big promo out plus Team of the Week out all in one day. So maybe tomorrow afternoon we see a release. Maybe we don't see Ultimate Kickoff until Wednesday, because my guess is they're going to try to prioritize Team of the Week stuff tomorrow during their working day to get it out on Tuesday based on all the performances that happened this Sunday. And that's kind of the schedule we've seen with Team of the Week, right, over the last couple of years, as it comes out on Tuesdays. But with Ultimate Kickoff, I'm going to kind of flash back to what we've talked about in last week's episode, is that, you know, we know that we can get MUT Superstar cards, which was I guess the first big promo. We know we can buy MUT Superstar content with training. So I'd be kind of shocked. I mean, we have flashbacks on here as well. I'd be kind of shocked that when Ultimate Kickoff comes out, that we can't buy Ultimate Kickoff content with training. Like, there's probably going to be some type of low overall golds in here that you're going to be able to buy. And if you remember way back when this promo came out, Ultimate MUT Superstars, that is, these 77, 78 MUT Superstar golds, they were 60 training. From what I remember, they were selling for like 5 to 6K. Now, training's down right now. You guys just saw it on my spreadsheet. The reason I'm investing in training, and I just spent about 150K on training, is because I fully expect for the Ultimate Kickoff promo to have some training options, and I'm going to immediately buy those cards up and list them right away, because the prices on those cards, whatever they are, whatever their overalls, I will never expect them to get any higher than they will be right away. They'll eventually dwindle down and flatten out or average out, but that's my plan of attack. So I know that I roughly spent, and I'm going to make a mental note, might even write it down. I know I roughly spent about 39 coins per training point on what I just bought. I'm going to make sure that I try to get some return on that in whatever I sell back from Ultimate Kickoff. I exceed that kind of value that I spent on there. So I'll write down those 3 cards that I purchased and anything after that. And my goal is to obviously make more coins than I spent on that training. And I think with prices being inflated from a new promo coming out, it's not a bad idea. So if you got some coins to invest, I would recommend buying a couple thousand, maybe 1, 2, 3,000 training. If you got more coins to work with like I do, you can certainly invest in more. Another thing is, and I said this last week, so, much like last year's Hall of Fame promo, when MUT Superstar ends, because it's still technically active, these things are going to disappear. They're not going to be really in packs anymore. Maybe just randomly come out of regular packs. But I could definitely see these going up in price. So it might not be a bad idea to just maybe open up 10 to 20 of these packs with your training and just hang on to the cards. Every time you pull a 78, of course, you're going to quick sell it because you're making 4 training right there. every time you pull a 77, just stash it in your binder. They're at an all-time low right now. It's not even a bad idea to buy some off the auction house if you want, and just hang on to them. I don't know if they're definitely going to go up. Look, I can't stop pulling 78s. I don't know if they're definitely going to go up in price, but I don't think they'll go down in price. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be out of packs. They're not going to be as active, but those sets will still be out there for Patrick Mahomes, for OBJ and whatnot. So people still might be trying to chase those sets. All right, I got too many 6s in my training. I got to buy another one. I'm not that superstitious. I'm a little stitious. I think that was an Office joke that I butchered a little bit by stuttering there. But so that's my advice what to do with training. Now let's talk about Team of the Week really quick. If you guys missed the tweet from Jake, a little bit of a wrinkle is coming to Team of the Week this year. So he says, we will have a limited each week that is a top fantasy football performer. The top football performer for quarterback, wide receiver, halfback, tight end, defense are all in play. We'll choose one position each week. So I think at this point, it's probably guaranteed that it's Lamar Jackson after the day that he had today. The curveball, he says, is this limited will not be power-up eligible or impact when they get a new version. So that means that if Lamar, I'm sure he's going to get the card. Let's just say when Lamar Jackson gets his limited card, let's just say on Tuesday, you're not going to need that card for the power-up. But interestingly enough, the auction house is reacting the opposite way. So I'm excited about what they're doing with this. They're basically saying, like, we're not going to ignore people who just absolutely beast out. They're guaranteed getting a card. But one thing also, and it's not so much of an investment strategy because people move so fast in this game, it's hard to keep up. But if you do go to the auction house and look at some of the guys who had really big days today, their cards are just shooting up in price. So check your binders, guys, because if you have, I hit an extra space there. If you have Lamar Jackson's base card right now, I'm sure before today it was a couple thousand. I mean, it's going for 15K. So check your binder for these types of items. If we take a look at Mr. Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, which, by the way, I told you guys all summer to make sure that you invest in Hollywood Brown. If you could do one rookie premiere, do Hollywood Browns. I told you guys that multiple times. Listen when I speak. A lot of people are probably overpaying for his power-up right now, or I'm sorry, his base card, because they think he's going to get a rookie premiere. I'm sorry, he's going to get a Team of the Week and eventually maybe get a power-up. It is a little silly to pay this much for this card because he doesn't have a power-up right now. So we don't know if he'll ever get one. Maybe he will, but right now it would be dumb to pay this much for this card. But people are doing it. So if you have this card, sell it. Check your binders. Make sure you don't have it, because if you do, you can make some coin. And then if we even look at a guy like Deshaun Jackson, I mean, even his card, because of his performance, even though he just got a flashback not too long ago, his base card's settling, but look at his power-up. I mean, I got his power-up for like 6K a couple days ago. Not a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago. So his power-up shooting up in price. This card was probably lower 100s this week. It's a little bit up. It was in the 150s before I started recording this video. So I say all that to say, check your binders every week. If you guys see guys that have really good performances, their cards are going to shoot up. Remember what I told you, I think it was last week? Never buy off hype. Don't buy these cards because they might get a card. Always sell off of hype. If I had a Deshaun Jackson in my binder, power up, I would sell it right now because people are overpaying off of that hype. That's how you take advantage of the market. And I think that's everything for this video that I wanted to cover. So invest in training. It's still pretty cheap right now. If you got any questions, leave it down below in the comment section. I believe we will be streaming tonight. If you're unfamiliar with my Twitch channel, there it is on your screen. To finish up Weekend League, we got 4 or 5 games left, I think. But for now, I'm going to watch some more football, eat some dinner, and we will catch you guys on Twitch later. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.